so many farmers that live outside the areas where larger scale irrigation is possible, and those are fundamental for food security in Africa. And with climate change, those farmers have traditionally been doing rain-fed agriculture are no longer able to do it successfully. So they need to do irrigation. So how can we help the government support them to do better irrigation, to access the financing and improve the productivity?
It's clear that a farmer-led irrigation has really gained ground in Africa, in many countries. There are many actors that are now involved. I noticed the great involvement of many private sector entities and a lot of innovations, particularly around investments and financing, is coming out prominently.
We have different master students addressing different issues, for example, assessing where groundwater potential is available and how it is supporting the irrigation system. So we had a map of groundwater potential that is supplementing to the farmers-led irrigation.
One of the reasons why we, as the Innovation Lab for Small-Scale Irrigation, chose to focus on solar irrigation is because women have expressed their interest in solar because it is very suitable for multiple uses. But that also meant that we have to have a better understanding of how to increase women's access to solar irrigation.
When I was using my hands, I made it small, but when the pumping machine came, I enlarged it and used the pumping machine. What I can afford now I can buy a goat and leave it so that it will produce sheep. I have pig, so it's far better. It's better than it was.
I was only doing maize for the wet season. So now, because of the solar, I am now into pepper, vegetables, and other crops. So the solar is helping me a lot.
It is really a cross-sectoral, cross-institutions effort to scale up farmer-led irrigation development in Africa. And I think the participants that are here from all different sectors and institutions, we had great discussions and everybody has different entry points, and together I think we can really maximize the impacts on the ground.
What I really see coming out of this conference is really that continued partnerships and collaborations and new networks being built that are so critical to scaling small-scale irrigation.
Young people just, do things together. And we have to appraise the loans from a single point of view. How do you do that? They're coming out of school and they want to start farming, high risk. How do you de-risk that? So being a little bit more creative in coming up with ways in which we will encourage the young people, that was the highlight for me, yeah.
Pendant la conférence, on a eu à comprendre seulement, à parler seulement, je pense, que de la production. Je pense qu'après la production, il y a quelque chose, c'est la conservation et la vente sur le marché. Maintenant, si les produits ne sont pas conservés à temps, ils vont se perdre. Dans ce cas, nous, dans 5 ans, nous aussi, on voulait diviser aussi les chambres froides solaires pour la conservation des produits produits par nos producteurs.
So going forward, I see that we have all that it takes now to actually go to scale. We have tools, we have frameworks, we have guidelines, we have business models, we have digital tools available, we have different options of financial arrangement that can help. We have partnership frameworks that can really help us. We now need to move faster.